Buildy here. Had to cut that last one off. Somebody drove up and wanted to talk to me, which is okay. It's interesting. Anyway, I was saying about intelligence tests. What are you going to buy into? It's contrary to logic and doesn't add up, doesn't make any sense, and is completely different than everything you see with your own two eyes. Are you going to trust the science? What are you going to buy into? And you can be things appear to be what they're really not and mislabeled. A lot of enthusiasm for that. Anyway, I was thinking about that the other day. Intelligence tests. A test. In Mormonism, if you believe in Joseph Smith pulling his magic spectacles out of his hat and translating golden plates given to him by the Archangel Michael. I'm going to offend some people. Are you Mormon? Well, too bad. I am entitled to my opinion. But do you believe that? You really believe that? Or is some sort of spiritual metaphor? No, it's an actual thing. It's a historical event. That's what they said. In Islam, they got the satanic verses. That's a good one. I have Islamic friends. I have friends that are in the Ummah. I knew a couple of guys that just exuded integrity, and they were real straightforward people. They didn't have any guile at all. They loved God and they loved justice. They're good people. Very earnest. And I wouldn't insult them, but you know, those satanic verses. If you don't know the story, the satanic verses in the Quran, Muhammad, peace be upon his name, was at Mecca, and he talked to the governor. They had all these idols and all these temples dedicated to all these different gods, and Muhammad said, there's a one God, and his name is Allah, and I am his prophet. And the governor said, well, Muhammad had an army, and he was going to wipe them out unless they got rid of all these pagan temples and everything. And the governor said, look, I'll cut you a deal here. Listen, Muhammad, I'm talking to you. You're hurting me here. You're breaking my chops. Tell you what, let's cut a deal. You know, I got these goddesses over here. Goddesses, not gods. Goddesses. You let me keep those goddesses kind of down a little bit and beside Allah, and we'll do everything that you say, and I'll make you governor. So what do you say? And Muhammad said, well, I have to check with, you know, the Archangel Gabriel in the cave. And so we went to the cave, and this is in the Quran. Gabriel came, and so Muhammad asked him if he could do that. And he says, yeah, that sounds like it'll work pretty good. Yeah, go ahead. So Muhammad went back down and talked to the governor and says, yeah, okay, we'll do this. It sounds good. The governor said, man, you lying piece of crap. You liar. You said there's only one God, his name is Allah, but you're willing to cut a deal to be governor? Screw you. Piss up a rope. Muhammad was distraught, and he was insulted in front of all his army and everything by this guy. So he says, well, and his people said, you know, what? Hey, what happened? I have to go see. I have to go back to the cave and talk to Gabriel. And he went back, and Gabriel came, and Muhammad asked him what the deal was. Gabriel says, oh, that wasn't me. That was the devil disguised as me. Sorted. The only problem is this introduces a theological problem. How do you know that it's him the other times? I mean, a whole bunch of questions could be asked about that. It really seems kind of childish. Why is it in there? Well, maybe it's an intelligence test. Like those golden plates. And like, you know, masks that protect you when you're standing up, and you can take them off when you sit down or eat. And you know, you have to shut down the businesses if they're small and belong to little private people, but you can leave them open if it's Walmart. Doesn't add up logically. Well, there's a reason for that. If you flunk the intelligence test, you're going to lose everything. And on a societal level, people that pass it are going to lose along with you thanks to you. Start showing some cojones and thinking about things, for fuck's sake. Eesh. And like I said, you know, you can be offended all you want. I know people that are Mormons. They're cool people. They're all right. I have friends, like I said, that I really have an enormous amount of respect for that are Muslims. But, you know, I got this thing about truth and logical consistency, and I'll respectfully say it, you know, and if you have to beat me up or threaten me or something, well, you know, I don't know, I'm on the right track. Freedom of speech. I had a brave Marine tell me once that his buddies, they watched his buddies die defending my freedom of speech, so I better shut up. They didn't give me freedom of speech. My freedom of speech comes from God Almighty. And I pay the price for my freedom of speech, not you or your buddy. I decide what I want to say. I assess the risks and I see if it's worth it. If it's truth, I'm probably going to say it's worth it. And I'm willing to pay whatever price I have to. Now put that in your bong and smoke it. People just get such huge egos. They even put it in songs. I'd like to thank the man that died to give that right to me. They didn't give you that freaking right. It's innate. It's God-given. It's innate. It's there. Some people try to take it away, and it's nice to have armies to stop that, but I don't think Osama bin Laden was really concerned about your freedom of speech. He was concerned about doing what the CIA told him to. There, I said it. I don't think Saddam Hussein gave a rat's ass about me talking about Mormons or anything else, or even Muslims. I just don't see that. The only people who have been trying to take my freedom of speech away have been Google and Facebook and YouTube and that brave freaking Marine we just talked about. Just some thoughts, you know, something to think about. Not being judgy or anything. Me and you, we're all right, right? We can have a beer. It'll be all right. I'm just expressing my opinion, and that's a good thing, right? I'm just saying. Well, that's enough for this one. Uncle Billy signing out.